Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
BreakRoom,
Your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You guys charismatic. You know the right things to say.
Welcome to the Break Room, the podcast that comes to you live every Saturday night from YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. How's everybody doing tonight? The usual suspects are all here. Some people will be joining us later. How's everybody doing?
Chilling.
All right. Well, tonight we're talking New Year's resolutions. We're going to be exploring the history a little bit. Then we'll talk about some statistics there about New Year's resolutions. And then we got a couple of myths to debunk real quick. So what you know about resolutions, Dre? I can hear you very faintly.
I don't know.
That's better. No, that's better.
All right. Damn. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. Is acting weird.
It's all right. Technology be doing that sometimes.
Yeah. What would you ask me? What I know? Resolution?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really cared for New Year's as like a holiday, but I definitely looked it up and seen how everything came into play, because it's old. Like, people have been doing this thousands of years.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that it was a tradition way back when, but
I mean, it's probably changed a lot from what they actually used to do, but who knows?
definitely changed a lot. But do you want? Well, that's a stupid question, because you don't even like New Year's, like you just stated. But as we know, all of us, we know one or two people, and we've done it ourselves. You know, New Year, new me. Got resolutions. My New Year's resolution.
Going to the gym.
2-3 months later, your gym membership is done for. You're off that eating regimen you had.
At least people tried, right? Maybe one day they'll be consistent, but
maybe the system is rigged against you anyway.
I mean, you can start at any time. It don't have to be New Year's. You can do it in the middle of the year.
I don't know why people think that. Like, you don't have to do it January 1st.
No, you don't. It's a gradual thing. You're meant to better yourself through the whole year, and not just the day after or the week after.
Hey.
Let's explore the history real quick. Today we're going to be reading from what the hell?
Are we reading from what the hell?
Yeah, yes, definitely. Trafalgar.com. The real world from Trafalgar. And we're exploring the history behind New Year's resolutions. How did it start? First New Year's resolution dates back over 4,000 years ago to ancient Babylon. The Babylonians are said to have started the tradition during Akutu, a 12-day New Year celebration. 12 days they celebrate the New Year. Could you imagine that? People partying in Times Square for 12 days.
You get paid. You get paid for that time off for those 12 days. Why not? Okay.
I mean,
the world was a lot different back then, so I don't think it's really that big of a deal. It's probably just like for 12 days they observed it.
Well, let's see. During the Akutu festival, the ancient Babylonians would plant crops, crown a new king, or pledge their loyalty to the reigning king, and make promises to the gods to pay their debts and return any borrowed items. They believed that if they kept their word, the gods would look favorably on them for the year ahead. If the Babylonians broke their promises, they would fall on the bad side of their gods. The history of the New Year's revolutions continued in ancient Rome, with Julius Caesar introduced a new calendar in 46 BC, which declared January 1st as the start of the new year. So we could thank Caesar for the modern day New Year's, I guess.
Kinda. Like our whole calendar's really not accurate based on whatever the world used to do. So it's a lot to like what calendar we use and what year we're in. Like we're really not in the year 2022, but that's what people believe. So let them have it.
We are way beyond that if you count them all, but
Yeah.
you don't. History books tell you different.
Stupid.
New Year's resolutions were also made in the Middle Ages. Knights would renew their vow to chivalry by placing their hands on a live or roasted peacock. The annual peacock vow would take place at the end of the year as a resolution to maintain their knighthood values. So very similar in some ways. Very similar. Everybody has a little agenda, you know what I mean? They want to make sure they're good for the new year.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a new one. I didn't read that.
Well, let's explore the modern day. New Year's resolutions appeared to be common by the 17th century in 1671. New Year's Scottish writer Anne Halkett wrote a diary entry that contained several pledges, such as "I will not offend anyone." Anne wrote the entry on January 2nd and titled the page "Resolutions." And there the name goes, by just a girl that would be lost in history, because you don't ever get taught that in school.
Yeah, you don't teach it. I don't teach it.
Only Google knows. By 1802, the tradition of making and failing to keep New Year's resolutions was common enough that people satirized the practice, which they made fun of it. Walker's magazine wrote a series of joke resolutions, such as statesmen have resolved to have no other object in view than the good of their country. A Boston newspaper from 1813 featured the first record using the phrase New Year's resolution. The article states, "And yet I believe there are multitudes of people accustomed to review injunctions of New Year resolutions, who will sin all the month of December with a serious determination of beginning the new year with new resolutions and new behaviors, and with the full belief that they shall thus expedite and wipe away all of their further faults."
Why do you think the people from back then talk like that?
I don't know. They do.
Right? Like what the fuck?
It always makes that accent for people in those times. I don't understand.
I don't know. You see, it's all them old gangster movies from back then and that time.
But that's not a gangster thing. It's a New Year's.
Everything's a gangster thing. Are we being joined by Miggs? Miggs, by the way, is at the battle of the MCs.
The audio, okay.
But he's muted, so it makes no sense.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get some video of the show and everything for us.
He was supposed to. He called and he said that the reception wasn't good there, so he would just take videos and we would show it next week. So that's what I thought we were gonna do, but it looks like he wants to call in because maybe he got better reception, but
maybe not.
Maybe not.
Try again, Murasaka.
Why do you think people make New Year's resolutions?
They want to feel good. I don't know. Something to start their new year. I guess something to look forward to.
Yeah, people want to be they want to better themselves. And they think that when they plan it out for a brand new year and they start to stick with it.
Yeah. They'll have a whole good year.
Well, can we agree that the invention of social media has made these things go, I don't know, mainstream, if you want to say it? People advertise their New Year's resolutions like their professions that they're seeking out. They announce it to the world.
Yeah, I don't think people were ever really consistent with them though, even before social media became a thing.
No, consistency was never a thing, but now with the addition of social media, people could prove it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it happens for some people. Some people will change their life this year, but it's not necessarily due to the fact it's January now.
Yeah, right.
Like they might not really change until June, so who cares what month you start with?
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You could plan ahead. So by December, January, you start planning your shit, or you vow to take a little bit of a break. You take a rest from everything. Take a mental retreat. You know what I mean? Get off social media for a little while. Plan out your year. You don't have to jump right into it. Do it smart. Well, modern New Year's resolutions are a large secular practice, with most people making resolutions to themselves rather than promising gods. The focus of the tradition is on self-improvement, with people taking time to reflect on their goals. Today's resolutions are often health-focused, driven by the indulgence of the Christmas period. The symbology of the new year also makes it a great time to wipe the slate clean and start fresh after December 31st. At least 40% of people in the United States set New Year's resolutions, while 22% of the people in UK aim for self-improvement with a resolution. Yet researchers show that 80% of people break their resolutions by the first week of February, and only 8% are successful in achieving their goals at all. Despite having over 4,000 years of practice, these figures aren't likely to improve anytime soon. Experts say we're doomed to fail when making New Year's resolutions, thanks to unrealistic expectations. We set lofty goals that quickly become overwhelming, and we fail to make a plan to achieve these goals. The key to completing your resolution is to break it down into small, tangible steps instead of saying, I want to get fit. Set a specific goal like going to a gym class every Monday and Wednesday. So like I just said, plan your shit.
Setting goals to save money and go get a BBL and don't go to fucking that's their goal.
Did you see that fucking TikTok?
Going to DR, getting this right now.
Exactly. Did you see that TikTok that had all them women
for the year
on one flight that got BBLs?
Yeah.
There was like 4 or 5 women. Some of them had to buy 2 seats because they were slumped over. They couldn't sit.
Madness.
But you won't work out. It hurts too. It hurts like that too. Just not like that. That's a little worse.
Get it fit. Like the movie stars.
That's too much.
Let's explore some of the most popular resolutions. What do you think is going to be on this list before we even explore it?
The gym.
Yeah, the gym.
This is like gyms. Gyms will have discounts starting in January, knowing that a bunch of people want to sign up, and they probably won't be there in 2 weeks. So it's probably the fitness centers and the gym.
And smoking too. They'll be like, I'm gonna quit smoking.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, quit drinking.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Well, let's see. Are you looking for inspiration for your New Year's resolutions in 2022? Here are some of the most common resolutions made on January 1st each year. Eat healthier, exercise more, lose weight, save more money and pay off debt, learn a new skill or hobby, travel more, watch less TV, read more. It's funny how that is right underneath watch TV. Yeah, watch less TV. Because what else are you going to do but read or be on your fucking phone? So you're not watching TV, but you're watching fucking TikToks and YouTubes on your phone. That's the same shit.
Basically.
Fucking cheating. You fucking cheater. Find a new job. Volunteer with a charity. Start your own business. Quit
you
smoking.
can do that kind of shit anytime.
You can.
This is why I always thought New Year's was such a dumbass holiday. It's like, it's just like December 31st going into January 1st. I'm like, what's the big deal? Like we just changed the year. Like I said, we've been on the wrong calendar forever anyway. It don't really matter.
No, I don't. As long as I mean, you're supposed to want to better yourself as a human being
Yeah.
each year, each day. You know what I mean? Not just the year, the new year, the first 4 fucking weeks. Then it says, quit smoking, drink less, spend more time with family and friends. How is that dead last? I understand. Some family and friends you don't want to spend time with.
Yeah.
Fucked up, but it's true.
It is. All right, let's look at some stats now. New Year's resolution statistics from 2021. Okay, it was
The
updated,
last time.
but this was from last year. So let's see.
Holy fuck.
Hola.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello. You just missed our little brief history.
God damn it. Yo, I'm fucking every time with this fucking thing. I swear to God, it just never works easy for a nigga. Like, fuck. How y'all fucking doing? Because I'm not.
We're doing okay. We're doing
Yeah.
okay.
What happened? What's wrong with this guy?
Fuck ass app, my nigga. Every fucking time I'm trying to do something, it's like, I can't find your shit, bro. Like, you don't have to find anything. It's already on the fucking phone. Just work. You fucking cock of a website. I don't understand.
Well, you're bringing the energy
And now
tonight.
it's playing
There was
Young
a pretty
Thug. What is going on with this shit?
well. What song is it playing?
It's Don't Know featuring Shad the God.
What? Wait. What song is? Why is it playing music?
I don't know why it's playing music. Streamyard does not do what the fuck it needs to do. I said go into my headset piece. It's coming out of the fucking phone. You're having issues. Restart your headpiece. No, go fuck yourself, StreamYard, and eat my dick. How about that?
All right.
I don't think you want.
I'm
StreamYard
hungry,
duck
and then
eating
a bunch
dick.
of bullshit has happened, so now I'm hangry. So I'm trying to calm down, but this motherfucker, because now it's out of my phone, and y'all sound quiet as shit for no reason. My phone be loud as fuck, but y'all be whispering out of my shit when I'm on StreamYard. It makes no goddamn sense.
Well, if you're hangry, why wait? Grab a Snickers.
He's different when he's angry.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually hungry, Jay. Otherwise, I agree. Snickers does satisfy.
Yeah. You definitely not yourself right now.
For real.
No, definitely not.
No, I'm not. I am frustrated from the lack of things at the moment, but whatever. I guess. Put this on for the moment.
He sound like Evan.
Well, sir.
From Superbad with his phone. Remember? He's like, what the fuck? The fuck is his phone?
Well, sir, with your phone's permission, we're gonna read
Right.
off some New Year's resolution stats from 2021.
Okay, it might say no, but just keep going anyway.
Yeah, we explored a little bit of history. It went from the Babylonians to the Roman Empire
Those sinful fucks, huh?
and the Middle Ages. Yeah,
Okay.
they all had New Year's resolutions things.
Well, considering it started in Babylon, it probably isn't very good.
It's weird.
I just want to fly like a peacock. You gotta let me fly. You gotta set me free. Every year, people around the world make New Year's resolutions to reach their goals, like we just read. Improve their health and better their lives. Many people are successful at keeping their resolutions, while many others fail. In this article from discoverhappyhabits.com, we'll find statistics on the success and the failure rates of New Year's resolutions. I said revolutions. All right.
You did it a few times.
We got some
but
of
it's
those
okay.
too, though. Yeah, like that was not a incorrect statement. Shout out Kazakhstan.
Well, let's look at some success and failure statistics. Rates over the first 6 months. Of those who make a New Year's resolution, after 1 week, 75% are successful in keeping it. After 2 weeks, the number drops to 71%. And after 1 month, the number drops again to 64. And after 6 months, 46% of people who make a resolution are still successful in keeping it. In comparison of those, people who have similar goals but do not set a resolution, only 4% are successful, are still are successful after 6 months. Overall
Those are
success
terrible numbers.
failure. What was that?
Those are some not good numbers.
No, they haven't been good numbers for the whole thing. Can I get some of that?
Some of what? I have to share?
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. Kimo Sabi. Yeah.
Anywho, according to a 2016 study, of the 41% of Americans who make New Year's resolutions, by the end of the year, 9% feel they are successful in keeping them. In an earlier study, 9% of the world. It's not a lot.
It's actually a lot of people, but still not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the people that are actually making these resolutions, you know what I mean? You
How
have
they keep track of some shit like this?
They probably don't. They probably just make it up because they know nobody's tracking it. They're just like, we do it. We track that shit. Trust us.
Notice there's no studies from the 90s. You know what I mean? It has to all be social media based, like I said.
They just wrote some on
oh,
paper.
you said you was gonna go to the gym and you quit going to the gym. What happened?
This motherfucker got 3 videos of him lifting weights, and then he stopped.
It's probably all based off of people who just sign up for gym memberships and don't show up after 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think
when do people?
That's the best way to do it. That's the only
best
way.
Shout out to Planet Fitness that didn't want to cancel my motherfucking.
Fuck Planet Fitness and the inability to cancel some shit with the motherfuckers.
Exactly.
They be convenient, but fuck a bill or trying to fix some shit because I can't do anything. Then why you work here, bitch? Because I don't have you training me.
Like I gotta pay for you cleaning your gym? No, you pay people for that, motherfucker. How you sneak that in? It's a lot of fucking money.
That's some father fucking bullshit right there. Hey, what up, man?
All right, better signal.
What's good, bro? Coming live from Phoenix in DD's Lounge.
Where'd
you go?
Yeah, the stream is crazy right now.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to help fix my attitude, but shit just keep trying to try me.
It's okay. It's okay. We know you're hangry, but we had
It's really because I really wanted some Wendy's, honestly, and that shit was backed the fuck up after work, and I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna wait 20 minutes in line for no fucking Wendy's. It's not that good.
You didn't get the Wendy's because one baked potato and you'd be the backed up one.
Person on the register taking the orders and making the food.
Probably that happened to us.
Fine.
Bullshit. That's what it is.
They don't got nobody working.
Everybody got the Omarion variant.
Yes. Let's not do that.
Sure they do.
They do. They got it. Reasons for failure. In a 2014 study, 35% of participants who failed their New Year's resolutions said they had unrealistic goals. I mean, why are you setting unrealistic goals for yourself? And then noticing
it makes them feel good for a little bit. Like
not even halfway through.
I'm gonna quit.
33% of participants who failed didn't keep track of their progress. 23% forgot about their resolutions.
They would drop.
I thought that number would be higher.
Yeah, I thought it would have been
unless
about
it's like
75%.
something really life changing. I really wouldn't remember.
About 1 in 10 people failed said they made too many resolutions. I mean, keep a realistic list. Don't expect to do 100 fucking things in a year.
I mean, are you gonna do that?
But if you do 100 fucking things, you can just shotgun that shit and at least do something.
How about you take it one step at a time. Focus on
Like
doing
most
one
people should just
resolution
add
first.
washing their hands and cleaning their ass to it, and that's simple. So you don't have to lose weight to do that.
How's Phoenix there, fuckface? You keep going in there?
It's technically we're in Glendale, but signal sucks. So yeah.
Nigga, fuck Glendale. How's Phoenix? No, I'm kidding. How you doing, bro?
I talk about Phoenix, fool.
MC battle hasn't started yet.
No, people are starting to show up now, and I started getting hungry, so I'm at Burger King in the drive-thru.
Oh,
Really? You getting hungry too?
I
Oh,
was
wow.
hungry, apparently.
I was very hungry.
And as I was waiting, I already had downed a beer and a drink, so yeah, I'm getting a little hungry.
Stop fucking drinking and driving. We don't condone that on this show.
No.
Yo, it's right next door, and the door is closed to dine in. I gotta get food somehow. I'm safe. I'm in the drive-thru. Nothing's happening to me. I'm okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, get me a junior bacon cheeseburger.
Now fuck that nigga. Get me something, bro.
That's the case. Am I taking orders from anybody else? I don't see all the comments popping up. Mozzarella sticks, cheddar bites. What's up? Whoppers.
Cheddar bites. I don't know what that is. It sounds unhealthy.
It's very unhealthy, but it's very good at the same time.
It's fried cheddar cheese.
It is cheddar. Oh, so it's just a mozzarella stick except with cheddar cheese? They just didn't want to call it a cheddar stick because that's stupid. Cheddar sticks.
They probably get sued. They call it something else.
Yeah.
Nicole says 70% of people that make resolutions are people with addictions, and they fail because they just can't kick it alone.
Well, see, if they found something addictive, I bet they would be able to stick to it.
Well, the one thing that I hope you find addictive in the new year is our banter. Come and join us every Friday night for Talking Junk and every Saturday night for the Break Room. It's just as simple as that. Make that your New Year's resolution this year. Get more of us in your lives.
I like that.
Not too much. Like, we love y'all, but, we need some room. I'm just kidding. Yeah. We can never stop with the love.
You need us all in there. All in your New Year's resolution.
How long does the average person you think lasts when it comes to tracking this thing down? Because when I was set a New Year's resolution, I tried not to have it be something that big. It'd be something small. So it's like, all right, this would be good for a couple months. I'm not gonna write this down and think about it 7 months from now.
I would say it all depends on how you approach it. Because if you just try to go in balls to the wall and try to fulfill all your resolutions in one fell swoop, of course you're gonna fucking fail. You know what I mean?
I mean, is that true that you'll fail? Or is it just indicative of the fact that people lose focus because they don't usually get quick satisfactory the satisfactory feeling of success, and they realize it's actually going to take more work than they were willing to put into it. Whereas if you had the determination, you probably could bang out most shit. It's just that people are weak-willed.
Pretty much.
At least in the West, they are.
I mean, ADD is a real thing, man.
Yeah, that's not laziness. Okay,
It's not. That's make believe shit too.
Nah,
yeah, fuck ADD.
See, I kind of agree with what Nick said, but then the other half of it is like, people don't want to do things alone, kind of like a workout session. But some people got to find the determination. Just they don't take knees to chest, boots to asses. Just get shit done. Make your resolution.
Girder.
I mean, I think it was on South Park where they had like a good idea of how you fix that shit in children, and when they're just freaking out, you just smack the shit out of them and say, "Sit the fuck down, do your shit." Instead of being like, "Hey, Sally, Sally, hey, put the doll down, Sally, hey, Sally, hey, no, slap the fuck out of somebody if you hear them talking to their child that way, because they've lost it. You don't need to be a parent to see that."
Nah, pretty much. It's just as simple as that, but it's complicated too because it doesn't help. So you can't keep resulting to that. It becomes abuse.
You gotta know when to abuse them.
What?
If you abuse them all the time, you're abusing your abuser, and that's just not gonna come out right, you know.
Now let's reiterate this real quick. Talon does not have children, folks.
I do not have children. This is all hypothetical. I don't even have like nieces or nephews. All right, there ain't no children around me that you need to worry about. And for the record, children love me. But
I'm telling you,
on
me and my
this show,
brothers got our
fuck
ass
a kid,
beat.
because this ain't a kid show.
That shit ain't help. And yes, there is a disclaimer in the beginning of the video. You should see it. Read the fine print.
Yeah, we got hidden things in fine print.
Only Nicole's son is able to watch.
Yeah, what up, little nigga? You enjoying the show?
Most popular resolutions. In 2020, one of the most popular New Year's resolutions is to eat healthier.
Not to be cleaner?
Not to be cleaner.
It should be that one.
44% of it, yeah, because it started with the COVID around that time.
But motherfuckers still leave the bathroom and don't wash their hands. Okay? We still do that shit.
People who haven't been washing their hands since the beginning of the leaf.
Now just think about that fact and the fact that motherfuckers touch the shit you buy with their shitty ass hands.
Miguel is in a drive-thru in Phoenix trying to get a burger right now from a cook that's putting it together with no gloves on that just took a shit.
No.
To be fair, everywhere they pretty much don't require you to wear gloves. But it's still disgusting.
Bro, talk about fucking fast food restaurants, right? I'm struggling to go viral on TikTok, right? Which reminds me, click the link and go to TikTok and just like and comment. Fan engagement needs to be up. If you guys want to see us do more, that's what it needs to be. Fan engagement. These comments right here, they help a whole lot. But like I was saying, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Fast food and how nasty.
Yes, TikTok viral. Thank you, sir. Back on track. This motherfucker was working at McDonald's and he had a live stream on TikTok. He had 8.5K.
I think I've seen that the stream you're talking about.
Burgers, bro. Of course you did. You was one of the 8K. So was I.
I never click on them shits. And whenever I do, I get mad at myself.
See how much was on there. So it counts as a fucking view when you go in and you got to come back out. But still, people are watching him make burgers. 8,000 people. Why?
Like that, it doesn't make any sense.
They want to see how it's being made.
How is that entertaining? That's not entertaining.
Well, they probably wanted to see what else was gonna happen. Like if there was anything
how it's made
special.
It's like,
of course, something's gonna happen special, but it's not gonna be on the fucking screen where he can get fired.
It's like the how it's made. They're just watching how you make.
Yeah, people lose their jobs over TikTok all the time.
Yeah,
thinking they're gonna get that money and they just get a pink slip.
Yeah, like you never know. That's why I watch those people. It's like I hope you lose your job on being a dickhead on TikTok.
That being said, those who are like in factories doing the repetitive shit for 10 hours, whatever, do live streaming. I don't want to give a fuck. But
yeah,
McDonald's is like working in the kitchen is involved. He's just putting on a camera and you watching nigga like that's. Fuck that. Don't give that views. Give us views. Go tell people fuck that guy and then come back here and watch us.
And even if you don't want to.
Especially after you realize nothing else is going to happen. Like, this is it.
Right.
Motherfucker he's just flipping patties and
he's not going to spit in it. You're not going to see no mysterious white liquid fall on the bun. You're not going to see any of that.
Well, like, I don't know if on the one you saw it put it, but one was like, X amount, I'll work harder. X amount, I'll quit my job. X amount, I'll put some shit on a burger. And it's just like, yo, fuck you. And while we're talking about fast food, I also saw a nigga walk in the shit for Subway stuff and then just put it right back. And it's like, yo, fuck those people. Like, I don't wish hurtful things, but I hope you get your karma.
It's like the douchebags that were going around licking the ice cream.
Oh god,
yeah, exactly. So dumbass shit. Like, what the fuck?
Your New Year's resolution is to stop being dicks. That's what it is. Don't be a fucking dick.
Attention is like
That's
drugs
the
to
new
people.
life goal. Fuck a New Year's resolution. You won't fail it if you don't do it this year. Just keep trying not to be a
No
dick.
more dickery for your
I can't
life.
believe that was a thing. Oh, that's
I forgot
fucking hate
about that.
humans.
You can't forget about that. You can't.
Nah, yeah, I remember those videos.
If you
where
forget,
people
you're
just-
doomed to repeat history.
Ugh.
You're fucking gonna have douchebags licking ice cream all the time.
Why do we have a da-da-da?
Although I always wondered why they never put a safety seal on that. To be honest,
But even when they did, because some of those videos they did, people would still take them off and still lick the ice cream, so it didn't really matter. Like the people tried to say, "Oh, I wasn't gonna actually put it back, or it was just for a video or whatever." Like I remember somebody got arrested for that.
Couple
like
people did.
It's like taking some bread and
Nobody
rubbing it
buys
under
ice
your
cream and
taint.
opens the top, and it's like, oh yes, this is ice cream.
Ugh. Just imagine opening your ice cream when you get home and you've seen a tongue streak in it.
This
Or
bread
a
smells
big
like
ass piece
taint.
missing.
It's seasoning.
It's like, yeah, I'm good.
Seasoning. It taint seasoning. It's Breno. It's Brandon. It's Lanisha.
I'm just
what?
saying. People have done
hey,
worse
that's right.
shit.
We're on the break room. Remember?
I'm sorry. I had to go off screen real quick because my plug is not in my laptop. My shit about to die.
No. It's on the
Jasmine, I
way.
thought that was you. Aren't you the IT person, Jazz?
Get the fuck out of here! I ain't know that shit.
What? Then what are you doing sitting there?
I'm here for the drinks.
Oh, that's
know
fair.
that.
All right.
She came for the bitches. And
that's bad.
I came from the bitches and the hoes and the drinks.
Well, whoa. Pump the brakes, okay? Because if anybody came for the bitches and the hoes, it was me and Dre, and then now Migs, and I have yet to see any of either.
That's funny.
Not yet because they're on TikTok watching McDonald's being made.
Oh my god!
Right?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Y'all gotta be fans of these aggressively joking men on this show and get to know how great we are.
Yes, we're great.
So is
great.
Jazz, but she's one of the guys at this point because we don't have a ratio going.
Gang.
She's been like that for her whole life.
My whole life, yes. It's okay.
See, so this is really just a show with a group of a group of dudes hanging out. What are you talking about, bitches and hoes?
I don't swing that
Boats
way,
and
sir.
hoes. Boats and hoes.
Your wife does. She calls them bitches and hoes.
We have 4
Boats
kids
and
together,
hoes.
right? It don't work that way.
I'm going to check on my offspring.
Any Hoosers? Like I said, 44% of UK respondents chose this resolution of eating healthier. 44% of Polish participants, and 43% of Americans.
To eat
These are
better.
the most popular. Yeah, to eat better, eat healthy.
Well, you know how you know that's bullshit? Because all these motherfuckers are like, oh, people who don't make chicken have wings? Let's fucking eat it. And they don't give a shit about eating healthy. There's a chicken wing shortage, and suddenly everybody has chicken wings. What are you fucking eating, guys? I'm not going to act like I've completely stopped, but I get a little suspect about who's offering.
Right? If I'm not cooking them myself, there's a problem. Like, I was tempted to go try those Taco Bell wings. I didn't.
Them shits is pigeon legs, man.
Those are some fat-ass pigeon legs, then.
Yeah, pigeons can get pretty big. It's a flying New York rat.
I don't know, bro. I lived in New York. I never seen a huge pigeon.
Hey, yo, it's all about... You've never been to a pigeon growth farm.
No, I haven't. But
I hope it doesn't exist.
I
hope that's not a place anybody's been to.
Well, in 2019, in 2018, and in 2017, they did the same popular resolutions survey, I guess. Americans wanted to be healthier, 59%. Wanted to exit. One survey found that half of Americans wanted to be healthier in 2019. So half of Americans, half of all of America, wanted to be healthier in 2019. 59%.
That's what, like 170 million.
Yeah, something like that.
I'll
Like,
take your word for it.
no, but like, because it's like 350 million or so. I think that was a few years ago. Our population, it's probably like 370 now, right? You go for half of that. Have any of y'all ever seen these fucking surveys?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
These
No.
fucking bullshit statistics.
who's
Like
taking these
half of
fucking
America says
surveys?
this. Like I
I'm
never even
telling
had
you.
that option.
It's online based. I'm telling you, it has to be.
Yeah, but like online
there's
based
some.
where?
You
Who
got
the
some
fuck
guy.
knows about this?
The
There's
only
some
one
guy
is the
spinning a sign
fucking
somewhere
gym.
that says "Take the survey."
The gym is the only thing I can say. They
The
going
same
off.
one next to Julio's Auto Care wearing an Elmo suit. Like I don't
Yeah.
who the fuck is going to that shit?
In between the guy with the smoke shop sign.
Exactly. Like it doesn't add up where these numbers come from, statistically speaking. That's like saying experts say. Who the fuck?
No,
Like
you know
who
who
the
they
fuck
are.
you talking about?
Those are the people that used to knock on your doors on the weekends, like, "Hey, is your mother or father home? We're just here conducting a
The
survey."
fuck?
That I don't remember ever answering the door and having them ask about the survey.
Yeah, I guess I was always out during the weekends because I don't remember that ever being a thing.
I was always trying to sleep, and motherfuckers disturbing my sleep. It was either that or, "Hey, do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?"
No.
I'm sorry, I was just
Or
dreaming.
do you have a moment to talk about your car's extended warranty?
Yo, they get you everywhere. Since LimeWire, like that shit used to pop up. Car's extended warranties.
And at the same time, it would have like a porn virus file attached to it.
Definitely, it'll come up. Hot horny babes in your area. Click to chat now.
No, thanks. I'm good.
By the way,
I'm good.
speaking of websites, the Talking Junk Network website will be up soon. And I'll give it about a week or two. It should be up as soon as I figure out how to do it. The domain is bought, so that's talkingjunknetwork.com. If you go right now, you're gonna see a blank site. So don't go now.
You didn't reroute it? You gotta reroute it to where I told you to route it to, man. At least until it's up.
Where the fuck did you say to reroute it to?
Rick Astley.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
I remember him
you
saying
missed
that.
that? That was like that's one of the biggest moments and signs of like when trolling hit like a mainstream point on the internet was with that song. And it's actually the ginger singing with a voice deeper than you would ever have thought you'd have.
Okay, maybe. We'll see. We'll do it tonight when we get off air.
I think that'd be funny.
It would. Almost as funny as 59% of America wanting to exercise more.
That is funny.
It is,
Especially
right?
with BBLs and all that shit growing and like people just going to surgeons. Even males at this point getting fake abs.
You could do that?
Yeah, bro. They're starting to get fake nails shit, bro.
I'm gonna invest in a six-pack.
No, you're not.
There's gonna be a bunch of Ken dolls out in this bitch looking weird as fuck. Like,
yes, and I'm gonna be one of them. I'm gonna be like Ryan Reynolds from Free Guy.
No.
The clone.
I don't care. No. The fuck is wrong with you?
Why not? Anyway, 54%.
I mean, you are right by Miami. Y'all could probably both get a twofer.
Well, let me just tell you, Miami is fucking 4 hours away.
I'm good on that.
But if you both buy now, you can invest in your future. Get a discount on any future surgeries for you and the rest of your family, included on your HMO.
See, in 2018, I feel like Americans were more realistic. 53% wanted to save more money, and 45% just wanted to get in shape. And let me just let you know that half of them got into a shape, round.
No, they was already round.
Yeah, no, they are more. They are what you would call amorphous.
You start off oval shaped, and then you morph into a big round gelatinous goo.
If you're lucky, like there's a lot of people out here moving around looking like some of the aliens in these sci-fi things, man. Like you'd be wondering, like with your clothes off, like how human do you look? Because sometimes when I look at myself, I'm like, I gotta lose weight because that doesn't look like how humans should look really to me. Like it's a self responsibility thing. I'm like, that's too much. Like, you too fat, my nigga. You gotta lose some weight. You're looking amorphous. That's not right.
Forgive me, but they are very, very strong, bro. Like, just to hold up that much and to be able to function is a fucking lot.
I mean, I guess, but that's why people's knees be giving out and shit. And it's like, oh, I have arthritis in my knees. Yeah, because you grind all the cartilage away holding that weight for 30 years.
I was saying, they're not really strong. Your body's not supposed to have a certain amount of weight on it. It's not good for you.
But just imagine a person that carries that weight for so long.
I do. That's been me most of my life, nigga. I've been carrying too much weight, and I can tell you, putting on more is not a good look.
That's me now, so I understand.
Like, see, we're at the point where it's like, all right, either I'm gonna get healthy or I'm going to invest being a fat fuck. And I think both of us are like, I'm at least gonna mitigate the fat fuck because I don't want to do that. That's not a good look. But then everybody else is like, fuck it. I'm at home. I'm just gonna order everything and eat everything. And it's like, or you could not. You could not just eat more.
We can try our best. Scouts Honor will try our best. We'll try to keep those F-bombs to a minimum for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes?
Starting now.
I will try my best, Nicole, to not drop an F-bomb, but also, in general, watch my explicit language, because I say worse things than that.
I think we all do. That's why she's asking. We'll give you the 10 minutes. All right. 2021 statistics say 31% of survey participants plan on making resolutions for 2021, while 19% are still undecided. Smart guys. The most popular resolutions for 2021 are exercising more and improving fitness. 50% of participants, losing weight, 48. Wait. Improving fitness was 50% of participants. Weight loss was 48, saving money was 44, and improving diet was 39. How those add up to 100%, I'll never know. Of those that made a resolution in 2020, 35% kept all of their resolutions. 49% kept some of their resolutions, and only 16% failed at keeping any of their resolutions.
Awesome real, I think one of the reasons why people don't keep their resolutions is not so much that they can't pick a goal they actually want to attain, is that they don't know how to set goals. And because they don't know how to set goals, they don't know how to attain what they want. Like, everybody says, I want to be healthy. Okay, how? Like, healthy in what way? What is it that you actually want to change? Change that. Like, being healthier could just mean this year I'm going to work on drinking less soda. That'll make a difference. That'll make a big ass difference if you drink soda all the time.
Excuse me. I feel attacked, sir.
First of all, you shouldn't feel attacked. Okay, I don't know why you would feel attacked. But a second example would be somebody who doesn't drink water. You should drink water because. But not for real. Like,
see, you gotta this is why I need the sound machine, because there's when I would have put gunshot. Pew, pew. Shots fired.
Yeah. And the police siren because I murdered your wife. Nah.
No.
But yeah, like, people gotta actually set goals. Like, instead of saying I want to lose 100 pounds, I want to lose like this ridiculous number, and putting these ridiculous goals, put attainable goals. Say, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds, because 10 pounds is definitely doable in a year, but it's doable in a month, in 2 months. And you can actually attain your goal and do better and start kickstarting a new lifestyle, as opposed to just putting this grandiose bullshit idea of, I'm going to do better in this way that I'm not doing anything, but somehow I'm going to attain the best level of this from being a novice. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's very haphazard, and it's just something you do. Because if people really meant to do it, they would actually set steps, like goals, to get to their goal. But people don't often do that. They just say, I'm going to do this, and then they just try and integrate it into their life. But their life is already set. But if you make it small, then it's something that's attainable. You don't work out for at least 10 minutes 3 days out of the week. That's it. Just start there. And then once you start doing that, it's not going to be enough. And you'll want to do more, you know?
Sorry, little man, Theo Mix is not here.
Yeah,
Or just like choose something like I'm gonna be a better person, or like choose a flaw and say I'm gonna stop being so much of this. Something more attainable and actually useful as opposed to something nonsense.
All right, we got it. You're doing a little too much now. Being a better person, too much.
Exactly.
That's too much now.
Well, if you're gonna make your health better, you're trying to be a better person.
No.
Buy somebody's coffee and be like, oh, I'm a better person now.
It's in a different vein of a better person objectively, but like as a person of society, it doesn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, that's where the.
Well, you know what? If people are gonna make these grandiose lies of a resolution, I can ask for a little too much too.
I think losing 100 pounds is much more realistic than asking people to be better people.
Which is sad because there's so small. The amount of people that would be able to do just the 100 pounds part is the same amount of men that like are actually out in the dating world getting play. It's just ridiculously small. There's not a lot of people.
A little bit. So generational statistics. Baby boomers want to lose. They wanted to lose weight 50% of the time, but place less importance on saving money 39% of the time compared to the younger generations. Gen Z is 4 times more concerned with finding love than any other age group. Gen Z also wants to dress better and improve their style the most.
Good.
Millennials on the West Coast are the most concerned with getting a work promotion or raise in 2020. Millennials are the most confident in keeping all the resolutions. 39% of the time.
I love how like we don't know who these people are that were, voting, because obviously they're getting all these generational statistics from half of our population. But it's like it keeps sounding more and more ridiculous because it's the same things that everybody wants. It's like you didn't have to take a poll to know that most people want to save more money and be healthier and lose weight. That's pretty much a fact. Like, what are you telling us? It wasn't until the end.
This is why I said in the beginning of the show, New Year's resolutions are stupid. They make no sense. We're not even on a right calendar, so it really doesn't matter. Just live your life.
Live it how you feel.
For real. Like, if you really want to make a New Year's resolution, prove Dre wrong and actually be a better fucking person. Because if you can do that, maybe you'll attain one of those stupid-ass goals that you keep setting every year for the past 45 years, Cheryl.
They set that freaking goal on New Year's when they're drunk. They're like, yes, I'm going to save more money. That's what I'm going to do this year.
Right? After they just spent $70 on a bottle because it's New Year's. Like, save when? You could have already started saving and bought cheaper liquor or not at all.
I should have just stayed in the house.
Right? Like, you could have just been like, I'm not going to go out and party and as a lovelorn individual or whatever and hope I lock lips when the bell drops. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
There's so many people who get upset. It's like, I don't have a New Year's date or a New Year's kiss. Like, man, shut up. Get over yourself.
That's most of us. Like, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
No problem. Anytime. I'll say goodnight every night. Every Saturday.
Oh, I'm glad they went to bed because I just definitely dropped an F-bomb. So
that's funny.
Let's explore a few myths. 5 myths.
I thought we were already doing that, but all right.
Myth number 1. You know exactly what you want to change. In reality, we should focus on the reasons why we are trying to change, instead of focusing on the actual thing that needs to be changed. Oh, by the way, we're reading from Psychology Today, so it's going to sound like that. We should focus on the reasons why we're trying to change, instead of focusing on the actual thing that needs to be changed. You think you will be happier when you lose 10 pounds. Why? Is it to fit into the old clothes when you were younger? Is it to make yourself more attractive for your spouse or future potential partner? Setting a goal without understanding the purpose or the goal makes individuals less likely to accomplish the goal and more likely to feel dissatisfied, even when the goal is met. If the goal is to lose 10 pounds and the reason is so you can feel more confident in yourself, will this weight loss actually result in more self-confidence? Self-confidence is about why every time I hear self-confidence, I think of Cat Williams. Self-esteem. How can I ruin the steam of your motherfucking self, Sibbo bitch?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Maybe losing 10 pounds will help you feel more comfortable with your body. However, are there other aspects in your life that have caused you to lose confidence in yourself? Maybe a broken relationship. Feeling disconfident with your job, discontent with your job, or a battle with depression can also be contributing to your need for higher self-esteem. Start with what you want to feel, then set goals that help obtain those positive desired feelings or eliminate the negative ones. There you go. Don't worry. Don't think about you losing weight. Think about why you want to lose weight. And are you doing it for the right reasons? You should be doing it for your health and not for the guy next door that already has a fucking girl that has a Coca-Cola shaped body.
What?
I'm just saying.
That was a story. That was a novella right there.
Number 2, big goals are better than little ones. I beg to differ, but let's see what they say. In reality, it is all about baby steps. I agree.
It's a myth.
Oh, yes. Big goals are better than little ones. That is the myth. You're right. We often set huge financial goals for the new year. Like, let's save 25% of our paychecks. And it may be feasible for the first quarter, but things come up during the year that can leave us feeling like we're not meeting our huge financial plan. Medical bills, unforeseen broken appliances, taxes,
Cars.
Yep. A big splurge on a vacation. Yeah, right. We don't know what those are.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Look, car repairs was the last one. Some of these things we can control, but other than that, we cannot. Setting up an automatic deduction of $50 per week from your checking account into a savings account, and then setting up your quarterly reminders to move the money into an investment account will help you accomplish your goal in a more manageable way. Yeah, you're just taking your own money and rerouting it to a place where you can't fucking touch it. Of course, that's going to help. This is why people don't do that. We are more likely to achieve goals that are broken into small specific steps, and we should calibrate these small steps along the way to meeting our big goal. So if your goal is to be your main big humongous goal is to be famous this year, well, you need to think to yourself, what kind of famous do you want? Because nowadays there's different kinds of famous. You want to go viral, you want to have many followers, then you have to start in a place that's feasible. Ask yourself what your follows look like now. Then set a goal. 500 I want to get to. From 5 to 1,000. From 1,000 and up. And then from there, if you go viral, you go viral.
It's very simple. You have options all the way out from showing your talents, farting in jars, and showing your asshole. There's a lot of things out there
sweaty socks
that you can do.
Yeah, sweaty socks too.
Doing dances online, TikTok dances. Yeah. You can get famous like that. What's that girl, Charlie D'Amelio?
Yeah. I was on not TikTok. I went on Snap, and it was just like why her life sucks or whatever, or what makes her so cringy. And I learned that she got famous because she did one dance repetitively, and now like she stresses out figuring out how to pay for her parents' mansion. It's like, who the fuck told y'all to do that?
Right?
Like
doing a couple
you knew she had no talent.
Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe she has talent, but she don't know what it is, and so we don't either. So
just buy a house at least, and don't make it that fucking big.
or just invest in a property, buy a property, get a Airbnb. You know, make that money make money. Shit.
Exactly.
Whatever. That's off topic.
Myth number 3. It is easy to make one small change. In reality, changing anything takes commitment and time. Time. A made-up construct that only exists here on Earth. But we're not getting into that.
It's just for NPCs.
Yes. Why? Why did you have to say that? This is what makes me think that we are all in a simulation.
We are, Jason.
I was going to mention that earlier. Well, can I count on you guys being sentient then, or are you a part of my simulation?
At the end of the day, it's really your choice whether or not whoever you interact with is a sentient and aka another player, or just a really good NPC that's pretty much giving context to your experience in the game.
I don't like that.
That's too fucking bad, nigga.
So you're telling me you could change what game you're playing at any moment? Because if I go outside,
no,
yes, precisely. That's exactly why it's a simulation.
Okay.
Like relatively speaking,
you really can do whatever you want to do,
but like
it's a simulation.
Like you can't change this into like a fantasy sci-fi romp, but like you can change the context of the reality of the game that you're in.
Well, according to one guy, if we go outside when this solar flare-up happens, it's going to be like Heroes, except we're all going to have the same power, and it's going to be telekinesis.
Sure. Who the fuck said this? Ooh. One of those time travel people who made predictions for last year and nothing ever came true?
No. It was some shit. I'll put it for you. Okay. Just keep giving me and my blue pills. I don't want the red pill where everyone lives.
There's a couple red pills out there. There's one that you definitely want to take, but I feel you. There's also like a gold pill that's pretty tasty. It's like a jelly bean.
Listen, I just don't want to wake up one day and feel like my family was a simulation, because then I'm killing somebody.
No, well, see, that's not that. See, the problem here is that you're misequating simulation and like reality and like what matters. Because just because this may be a simulation does not mean what you're experiencing, what you're doing does not matter. And by misequating that, that allows you to miss the point of why you're playing the game in the first place.
Are you ready to play a game?
I will punch you in your face.
Anywho,
that sounds like a short game.
This is a rough fucking game. we just changed the game to Street Fighter.
Right, so I guess you can change the genre from like Sims to Street Fighter. You get enough money, I guess you could do a Batman sim. I don't know.
Yeah, because you could go outside and do whatever you want, get 5 stars, and end up in jail. Now you're playing for life.
No.
GTA? Word. I'm going out with 5 stars, bitch.
I always thought in GTA, if you get caught, you should be able to do some time.
Yeah, I wish that was like relative, like depending on the degree of your crime. Like if it was kind of minor, okay, but if you like took a dump truck and ran downtown over like 30 people and like dropped bombs out that shit, they probably shouldn't arrest you. They should try to fucking kill you as soon as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that, and that goes for our existence right now. If anybody ever does that shit, I hope we murdered them as far as everything is concerned. Like, don't give them a trial. They decided my child was killed.
Come on, guy. They can stop that.
Look, guy, I'm not your buddy.
Hey, buddy. Myth number 3. It is easy to make one small change. Oh, I read that already, right?
Here we go.
Small changes such as reading for 30 minutes a day or exercising 4 days a week seem easy, right?
No.
On paper, yes, they do. However, a habit forms from a behavior that is repeated for 3 months straight, and any type of behavior change, big or small, requires continuous effort until it becomes an automatic part of our routine. And adding something to your routine means subtracting something else. Reading 30 minutes each day may mean watching less television per day or getting 30 minutes less sleep each night. Even the slightest change is difficult. The butterfly effect. Ashton Kutcher is going to end up back in the past.
Oh my god.
You know, this is slightly off topic, but talking about like changing your day and what can make a difference. Dre sent me a video recently on TikTok of essentially of a man ordering breakfast, and this just made me think of that because he was essentially ordering breakfast from an ice cream truck, and it was a large order. And my thought is just like, man, if you just start off getting one less soda and a bag of chips. You know what I mean? Just get one less soda and a bag of chips. But
yeah, I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember saying that to me? Big black dude on the porch, and he's like ordering all this shit, and at the end he goes, "This is just my breakfast."
Oh wait, yeah, okay. You were talking about the dude who's like 700 pounds, and he was asking for like an ice cream truck came by, and it was fucking crazy because he ordered like a whole menu of food, not just ice cream.
See, and I bet you his New Year's resolution was to walk more, and he was doing that as he's seen
can't even walk. He actually can't even walk. So I highly doubt that was a concept in his mind. He probably was like, "Damn."
That's what I was saying. Like, just one less soda. Like, that's where you start. In terms of like small goals, because it made me think of that. I'm not trying to point them out, but I thought of that like video, and when you're watching it, like it's a little funny, but it's a little sad at the same time because you're like, damn, like I feel like I know there's more to the story. I've seen some other stuff. Like he's in a situation where like he feels compelled to just eat all the fucking time. Sounds like a sloth demon, honestly. But
all you have to manage to do.
Wow, that's crazy. I watched Seven last night, and it's like one of the best movies ever. And
yes, it is.
It's exactly what that was for that guy. He was like 800 pounds next year goals. I mean, if you can do it, why not, right?
You better be able to afford them scooty scoots.
He was like hedonism bot.
I'll never understand that. Like those people that end up bedridden. Like now you can't even turn over. You're part of the bed. How do you get like that? Medical condition, I understand, but I mean, come on.
I like eating food, but like I get full.
Because I'm talking about it. I'm talking mad shit. Fast forward 10 years. I'm fucking doing the podcast from bed like this.
No, that's not happening.
Hey, man. I look like the fucking vampire from Blade.
And the very least, at least suppose that we're like successful and you're doing the podcast from SeaWorld.
I don't remember his name.
Bathing you with water.
I think it was Pearl.
It might, but I mean, come on, guy.
Yo, food does taste good. Like I understand, but
that's why I got this belly now. Yeah, I mean that's too much.
Yo, no bullshit. Food tastes good, but I was telling this to somebody the other day. Like if there was, in fact, just like in Guardians of the Galaxy, a nutrition paste that I could just take a serving of paste and know that I have exactly everything I need or even more for the fucking day, and eating is really just an option if I want to do that. I'd actually prefer that because then I would have the desire to eat less, and it really just be like I want to eat that because it looks appetizing, like it looks good and would be a good sensation and experience, as opposed to I have to. Because then it would be. I feel like it would be easier to cut like addictions to sugars and shit like that because your body's getting what it needs, as opposed to you trying to figure out what the fuck it's asking for and you just eating a bunch of bullshit. But knowing how companies are, they put some type of poison in that shit.
I'm sure the fuck it mindset comes earlier than that. I'm sure it's kind of at that point it's fed to you from childhood. Like you've gorged yourself on snacks your whole fucking life, and it just finally caught up to you, or it's always caught up to you, and it's been a natural thing for you.
People are just lazy. People are just lazy. It's literally that simple.
Yeah, we promote it.
That's like
we promote it like
that. The problem is people just don't want to have to live an active lifestyle.
Yep. But most of those people are just like myth number 4. Starting January 1st, you're a whole new person.
Right?
New
Unless
year,
it's
new
not the
me.
beginning of the week.
Oh, no.
It's got to be at the beginning of the week, though, because if it's not, that's just weird.
We'll just wait till Tuesday.
Got to wait till Monday.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it Tuesday.
Talking about resolutions, I finally broke out of doing that. Being like, I got to wait till Monday to start shit. Now, if I'm trying to change something, I just fucking start changing it like the following day or that day if it's in the morning. I don't wait because I know if I wait, I'm not going to fucking do it because I'm going to forget. Not because I don't want to, but I'm going to forget to actually do that. And then I'm going to find myself on Wednesday or Thursday, be like, oh, I never did that shit. And then it's 6 months later and I never fucking do it.
Yeah, it happens like that for most of us. Because in reality, you're the exact same person you were the previous year. You didn't change just because the year changed, the time changed. Because really, like Jay said, we're using the wrong fucking calendars anyway. So all you fucking anal beads out there that take it seriously are doomed to repeat yourselves over and over and over and over again.
And like, I remember seeing a video that was talking about like how, like the origins of, Trey might have sent this to me or I saw in my FYP, maybe even Jay sent it to me, I'm not sure, but it was talking about like birthdays and like certain holidays and like the new year and their origins and how they're like spells, like time spells almost, that kind of like by celebrating it and like recognizing birthdays and things like that, you're acknowledging and like solidifying the fact of passage of time.
Right.
But if you're not doing that, you're not really setting in stone in your reality that time is passing like that. Like time is quote unquote passing, but like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I actually remember that video.
Yeah, you did send it to me. Okay.
Right, because for some people, we still living in 2012.
There's people who are really hoping we are not in the year 2022, and we're like in a break in the simulation, and it's back 2008, where life is a little bit better.
We're back. Harambe hasn't been shot yet.
Yeah, like life was a little bit better in 2010, 2011, just a little bit.
It was definitely a little bit better post high school. Like
for some people.
Yeah, all right. Well,
I mean, it's way better than today.
Like just the general world state though was just kind of like less chaotic overall though. Whether or not like everybody's individual experiences were better, the general concern of the world state was not as high as it is right now, I would say.
Yeah, like the world's always going to be in a pretty trash position, but it was way better than 2022.
I hear you. The only thing I would change for the past 3 years is take out the fucking pandemic. But all pandemics aside, been having a pretty good couple years.
Yeah, but that's the main thing with the whole fake ass pandemic.
Right.
It's so fucking that shit is we really need to do a fucking we gotta just fucking pull our dicks out, metaphorically speaking, and just do a show on that and start talking about it because it's quite clear at this point there's a bullshit going on and it's not a tiptoe conversation about bullshit anymore.
Well,
and I feel like it's worth having a conversation about it.
I'm not trying.
It's not like we gotta do it now anyway.
I'm not trying to accidentally throw myself into traffic for talking on these topics.
We don't have to dip into conspiracy things. We can just talk about actual the state and the experience that we've had through the pandemic. We don't necessarily have to get political or necessarily talk about stuff. I'm sure it'll come up. And if you don't want to talk about it, you don't got to worry about it. But at the same time, I feel like it's worth talking about. It's something that's not going away. And more people need to be having open conversation because the more open conversation there is, the more understanding there is that more people are in the same spot of not sure where things are, whether you're vaccinated or not. That's just the facts of things. And
yeah, don't use that word.
Whatever.
Yeah. If we do a show on this, we got to be careful with the buzzwords. So,
what can you still say? Poke?
They'll fact check us real fast.
Hella. Don't even say what it's called or
lollipops.
No, I don't. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? But yeah.
I'm trying to
All
replace
right.
it. I'm trying to think of like what would be an appropriate but sensible like you go to the
We'll have to
doctor
think
back in the
about.
day,
We'll have
get a
to think about the
lollipop,
lingo and then put that shit on social media. So when these guys tune in, they're not wondering what the fuck we're talking about.
giving
Yeah.
incentives. We could talk about. We just say that just giving incentives because that's also part of it. But like whatever. That has nothing to do with it. Kind of
Yeah.
have to do with New Year's
Hey,
Starting
resolution.
off on a little bit of a tangent there.
when that shit first started and they were telling people if you get the jab, it will give you Krispy Kreme. I was like, yeah, this is the end of the world.
Bro,
Like, please,
for
like,
real.
can the world please end now? Please.
Wasn't there some legal states that was giving out marijuana?
Yep. $50, bucket of chicken, whatever.
You name it.
Come to
Come on
KFC,
down to Bojangles. Get yourself a COVID shot and a bucket of 12.
Exactly. In the
5% dark meat
drive-thru.
only.
One biscuit per poke.
Well, back to myth number 4. After we finish talking about that little myth there, and
I guess now it's myth number 5.
You know what?
Right? Considering what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean technically that'll be 6. But let me get into another myth real quick. Let me just tell you, motherfuckers, since you want to talk about the COVID shot, all you dickheads that are vaccinated. Now let me just say I could go for some fucking chicken.
I feel you, random. Chicken is always pretty good.
Always.
Just don't give me no dry shit because that's an insult.
Churches is pretty good, but you got to get your biscuits frosted. It'll change your life.
I don't know what that sounds like, but it sounds like some bad shit.
Yeah, biscuits. They first of all, Church's biscuits are honey. They're honey glazed, and then you get them fucking with the icing on it, and they put the fucking same icing they put on cinnamon rolls on top glazed?
Of it. Ay Dios.
I knew it.
Talk about fat shit.
I know you like your biscuits.
It does. I'm not saying it doesn't sound delicious. It definitely sounds tempting as fuck.
Anywho, back to what I was saying because you threw me off again with the chicken.
My bad.
Chicken. Steroid ass churches, big ass chickens. I don't know. They're pretty good. I don't get big ass chickens out here. But where the fuck was I? Oh, COVID. Yes, the shot. I got the shot. I'm fully vaccinated. Unfortunately, did I want to get it? No.
Thing. There's no such thing.
Yes. No. I understand that. That's what I was getting at. Right.
You'll be taking those booster jabs for the rest of your fucking life.
No, the fuck I will not. Anywho, there's nothing that states what any of you guys fucking think. Because you're walking around without masks, like you can't catch it and pass it when you got the fucking vaccine. You can catch it and you can pass it. And how do you think the variants are becoming variants? You're getting the shit while you're vaccinated. The shit is mutating and you're giving it to other fucking people. Think, people, think. We said this in the fucking zombie apocalypse. It's in the vaccine. Go back to the archives and listen to that episode, Zombie Apocalypse. We told you. It's in the vaccine.
Oh,
and when it happens, I'm gonna be one of them motherfuckers because they made me get it.
You're not
well, you know, my hope is that they don't actually have the means.
You ain't gonna be one of them. I'm gonna kill you.
God damn it! At least do Michonne and treat me.
What do you mean, Michonne?
Yeah, just take my jaw off, take my hand off, and just
dead.
Nah, nigga, you gotta die. Like, if she shows up with you in some Michonne shit, I'm gonna say, Jazz, you need to let the fuck go, okay? Because this man is dead. He can't even say shit no more. And you gonna keep him on a thing like that?
I hate it.
My hope is that when they were first rolling out, they were pushing for people to get it and whatnot, but there was placebos in that, and that's one of the reasons why they're doing boosters, because they got to really make sure everybody got that shit. And there's people who are just like, nah, fuck that. You said I was good to go. I'm not getting a booster 2 months later. Fuck I look like.
I don't know. Fuck a booster.
Especially if you're working like a coal mine or something. It's like, you want me to get a vaccination? How about my black lungs? You got something for that, my man?
All right, well, let's get back to the myth because we went off crazy there. But Myth number 4: starting January 1st, you're a whole new person. New year, new me. Bullshit. In
Real quick,
reality,
before we move on, I just want to say to anybody who is vaccinated, there is no hate on y'all at all. We do hope y'all are safe and there is no zombie apocalypse.
oh man,
But this does concern y'all
what
as well.
movie is that from?
The canary in the coal mine.
Yeah, oh, they got a canary.
It's like a saying.
It was
No, they like.
also from a movie.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they legit used to bring canaries down into mines because if a canary died, that was a sign that I think there was a specific gas leak and that they needed to leave because you wouldn't be able to smell the gas and it would begin to overtake the air. So they
Yeah.
would keep the birds down there, and once the birds died, they knew that they needed to get out of there because the air was going to disappear.
It's a warning.
Well, you know what, Nicole? Again,
Have a good night. Because
no hates, all
it is
love,
after
and we
12
hope
p.m.
everything is good for y'all. I just wanted to make that clear because it sounded like we were talking shit, but like that's not what was going on.
I just said I'm fully vaccinated too. I didn't want to be, but I am. Hey girl, hey.
Hey girl, hey.
All
What's up,
right.
Yvette?
What's up, girl? What's up?
For the third time,
Yeah.
third time's the charm. Myth
Yes.
number 4: starting January 1st, you are a whole new person. New me, new you. I mean, new year, new me. It's bullshit. In reality, you're the same exact person you were.
Thank you,
previous
carbon dioxide.
year. No, the previous day, because it's just 24 hours. It's not even. Anyway, yes, we want to change, we want to improve, and we want a fresh start. However, we cannot reinvent ourselves all at once. Change takes time, commitment, and needs to be done in small goals. Start with changing one small thing about yourself over a period of 3 to 4 months. Then try introducing a new change in your life. Eating healthy, cutting out television, saving more money, and exercising daily are all good goals. But trying to do these all at once will be overwhelming and ultimately lead to your failure in the long term. Stop trying to juggle so many things. Take your time, do it right, or don't do it at all.
This
'Cause that's
also
gonna be the
applies to
outcome.
sex.
Thank you. We're happy we're back too. I didn't know what to do with myself.
You didn't.
I did it. Last but not least, myth number 5. You don't have to write your New Year's resolutions down. Just thinking about them counts. Stop letting all of social media know your shit. In reality, when you write your goals down and allow others to hold you accountable. Make a list of your goals, the reason and feelings behind these goals, and plan to obtain these goals, and a timeline. Measurable commitments are easier to keep track of rather than lofty commitments, such as, I want to be happier. If you want to be happier, find measurable ways to do this, such as meeting new friends, learning a new hobby, and understanding what exactly makes you happy. Keep a log of these things and ask others to help you. Meet these goals by holding you accountable.
Addicting, babe.
I try to be addicting, We try to put good content on here so you guys will stay here. We want you to stay. We love you guys. Like, share, comment. That was it for the myths.
As far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Yeah, that was from Psychology Today, like I said.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of them. They're probably fake.
I never heard of them either, but it was a pretty good article.
It wasn't in APA format. That's how you know.
Hey, listen, we're just reading from these websites to try to educate the masses while educating ourselves and entertaining. We're not holding any of this stuff in concrete. So whatever makes you happy, makes you happy. Each his own.
And we appreciate the love, Yvette. You gotta make sure you share us with your friends and your family that are age appropriate, and help us get out there.
Were boring without you too. Mines were boring without you too. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, that was kind of a long ass break. I think one of our resolutions is that hopefully we don't have to take that long of a break or at all.
That
Really.
was the longest break we've taken in 2 years, just because we worked through the holidays last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which it's always good to take a mental health break. Come back and give you guys new material.
I agree. I think maybe we should do the same thing, but maybe do like at like a New Year's one, and then take like another week off or something like that for like 2 weeks, something like that. You know what I mean? Like take off a little
I
bit,
can
pop
tell you
back,
that
and have like
each year
no
will probably
topic.
be different. Each year will
If we
probably be
can, of
different.
course. But I mean, if we could just like come together, no topic, we're just kind of hanging out for people for the New Year's kind of a thing. That'd be dope. And if we can maybe get people on, like we could do maybe a 3 hour set since we're on both coasts. If we have viewers on both sides, you know what I mean?
Well, what we can do, since we'll have the website up and running by next year, it'll probably be running within a week or two. But what we can do is all get together on a live and post it on the website, and you can spend New Year's with us. We can do our own New Year's, what is it? New Year's Rockin' Eve
Word.
on the website.
That would be dope. You know what we could? Yeah, you know what? We could definitely figure something out. Maybe get like figure out a way to start getting some best of clips from the year. We could do like a review of the year, some shit. Maybe get some guests on that maybe we had that are available. Make a little like New Year's party kind of thing out of it.
Yeah, we can definitely take a look at all the past episodes that we'll do for this year. We'll get all the funny clips. We'll take it to a videographer, or I'll spend fucking months doing it myself, and we'll get it out there.
Now, I was literally the other day thinking about like talking to you about that and see how much it would cost to hire somebody to start making shit for us.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure we could find a cheap videographer. If anybody knows one, holla at me.
To be honest, I just want a reliable, good one.
You know,
I'll help offset the difference if necessary, because I feel like we need some more clips out here for these lovely people to share, because it's hard to share an hour and a half show and be like, you should watch this whole thing. But if we can get some of these great moments down, more people would be like, all right, I really should watch this whole show.
Which is how TikTok will get more popping also.
Exactly.
Because currently, my fucking busy ass was only able to put 2 clips of 2 shows on there, and it was the fucking
my favorite
zombie apocalypse clip that
my favorite clip ever.
Yeah, your favorite clip
I love
ever.
that out of all the fucking shit we've done over the past year, that was one of the oldest fucking videos we have done. Oldest cast. And we got a clip from that shit. But all the other golden moments throughout this past year.
Well, we also have a clip up on TikTok about when we played the sex trivia. That's up there too. The socks. Get her some socks, damn it.
I forgot about that. Man, that was a long
Which reminds me, we need your help. This is very important. Just never say anything that isn't detrimental. Be fine because you were awesome. Thank you. Well, let me tell you something. We did 2 episodes that should tell you we don't care. All right. We did a cancel culture episode, and we did an episode about curse words. So we don't give a fuck. They can try to cancel us. They won't do it.
And then to be fair, if depending on where you stand, if you listen to our male versus female videos or whatever, you might think that was over the line. Depending on where you stand, but I disagree. Those were pretty good conversations. There just wasn't any responses. That was the problem.
Yeah, autocorrect sucks ass, Nicole. But like we were saying real quick, we need your help, all right? In order for us to keep this network on, these 2 shows running, and potentially have more shows for you, we need you guys to subscribe to all our things right there on that link tree, right? Leave us a 5-star review. Comment on our posts. Fan engagement is a big thing, and it could potentially lead to the future of Talking Junk Network. And Talking Junk in the Break Room could evolve into so much more. All we ask is for support. Support is free. It takes a couple clicks of the finger, whether you're on a laptop, a phone, it doesn't matter. Just a couple clicks of the finger. It's free. It takes as much energy as eating an apple.
It literally is like better than you giving us money, because when we get more likes and comments and shares and engagement like that, it helps us to be seen by the algorithm, and then we get organically put out by the system because it's showing that this isn't popular content. More people need to see this popular content, so they'll come here. So like, as much as we'd like to start getting money, we don't want your money necessarily. Like, maybe in the future, if we figure out some cool things to get to y'all besides our shirts, check them out. We got a few out there.
They'll be on the website.
The likes and the shares lets us get big enough to where we can get sponsorships for stuff that y'all might actually like, or we think you might like. And if you don't, we can kick it out of here, because we don't just we need y'all more than we need sponsorships. But if we're gonna get to that level to where we can start getting money back from this, all we need from y'all is just a little bit of time, a few clicks, and some shares, and it would mean the world to us here at Talking John.
It really would. And I know it would mean the world to you guys, because sponsors will equal free shit for you.
That's right.
Contests, tons of things. And there's always potential there. We have potential for it all. You guys have seen us. You guys see us every week. Sometimes we have good topics. Sometimes we have great topics. Sometimes we have people on here that are amazing. Sometimes we have famous people. We always come consistent, though, whether we're like this and almost dying, or we're fucking full of energy. We're here for you every single week. That's all we're going to ask ever of you, is just to support. Click that link. Get onto those social media sites and all of those sites that you listen to the stream on, and just leave a comment, leave a 5-star review, and share. Let people know.
Or, be honest. We'd love a 5-star review, but I mean, if you love us, but there's something you don't like, we'd love to hear it. Don't expect us to necessarily change, because as we mentioned before, we kind of don't give a fuck. It's the break room. We're trying to relax, so we hope you enjoy. But at the same time, we do care about y'all. So if it's something that's worth concern, we'll look into it. Especially if it's technical or like ideas for things you would like from us, we definitely want to hear about it. But just know, when it comes to changing certain content, you can hope.
We appreciate all the support. We always will. Always will.
Appreciate that, Nicole, and New York.
That's, like I said, that's all we're ever gonna ask. Support is all we need. That's all we need to get this good content to you guys.
And shout out to the ladies who have been supporting us for this past year consistently as well. Yes. Nicole, Sunshine, Denise, all y'all, love y'all, thank you.
And then our little popper-ins, VP, everybody.
And y'all coming from YouTube, we really appreciate that we're getting views out on YouTube. We love that. Love y'all. Thank you.
You guys on Twitch, we love you guys passing through. You can ask as many questions as you want. Always, don't ever be scared. I caught something in my throat. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it sounded like a demon.
It was. It was trying to come out.
It was trying to come in.
He had a demon dick.
Yeah, that's what I said. Demon dick. He was trying to gag you out, cuz.
And you like, yeah, it was trying to come out.
I didn't hear that.
All agreeing to the shit.
No, I rebuke thee.
Good. Yeah, that's what you should say.
Take thy balls away from me.
That's gross.
Now, like I said, there's an office building somewhere in Orlando, and I don't know if they want me to say their name on the airwaves, so I won't. But right now, what they're doing is they're putting the Break Room and the Talking Junk episodes on queue in Spotify and letting it play throughout the day in their business, which is amazing.
It's Nickelodeon.
I wish it was Nickelodeon. We are all that.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good for exposure, but
it is. It's pretty good exposure, because when people walk in and out, they'll hear us. They'll wonder what it is. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, the actual reality is, but I'm just talking about Nickelodeon. Like, I just think about how the campus is just all gray now. I'm just like, that looks like it's a boring place to work. I don't even know if they can handle listening to shit like we have, but wherever we're at, shout out to y'all. Appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the content.
Thank you for loving the show.
Hey, appreciate that.
From one week into another. Gracias.
That's the extent of his estimate.
No, it's not. I can speak a little bit.
When? Cuando, cabrón? When? Never, never heard this.
When I need it, I can.
That's
I'll break it out a little bit. A little bit, but if you make me think too hard, I can't. When
So
my brain starts trying to break it down and translate it, and it's like, it don't work that way.
That's like suspicious, Holmes.
You're making me think a lot, eh? You're making me think a lot. No more locked doors.
Mi cabeza es loco ahora, eh?
Well, we don't know quite yet what we're going to be talking about next week with you guys, but definitely go listen to our archive tapes. Those are some of the most hilarious things that you'll ever hear, or entertaining, or informational. We try to keep
maybe offensive, but it's all good.
tad offensive, you know.
Like, it's not intentionally offensive. I'll put that out there. We never intend, but we say what the fuck we say.
And when minorities make a podcast, sometimes it gets offensive.
Listen, this has to happen. That's it.
Any Hoosers, we don't know quite what we're gonna do with you guys next week, but we've been thinking about doing a tribute show to some of the fallen actors and actresses that passed. Rest in peace to all of them. I know America's dad was put to rest today, so
who?
Maybe
Bill Cosby died.
Bob Saget. Bob Saget's funeral was today.
Yeah. You know what? I ain't even gonna say it because it's not the topic of the show. I'll wait to ruin the show. Like the actual show. I'll wait to ruin it then.
Well, yeah,
You know
do
what?
that then.
It's actually fitting to call him America's dad. Let him have that.
It is, right? Isn't it?
Hey.
I feel like it's bad. I don't want to hear it.
Oh yes, it's horrible.
I know, it's always horrible.
You may not want to come to the drinks that day if you want to keep him as your happy dad.
I don't know.
I didn't say
Maybe
that.
we'll
He
make
said
some
that.
San Francisco drinks.
He said that.
And you know what? I don't know. I'll decide how to go because I'm not trying to slander dead man, but at the same time, I don't know that nigga. So
All you need to do is play a stand up, and he'll do it himself.
You're right. I mean, considering his
Right.
stand-up,
Maybe
I don't think he would give
we're
a
not
fuck.
gonna do this show. Maybe we, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk badly about the dad.
Honestly,
I don't like that.
honestly, Jay, though, it really is just a matter of if and when one of us decides to just come to say it on the show.
And you never know what you're gonna get in the break room. But that's it for us this week. Thank you very much for listening to our banter all night on New Year's resolutions. Be sure to never, ever put too much on your plate for your New Year's resolution. New Year, start off slow.
Also, don't be a bitch and try not to be a dick.
Exactly. Don't be a P.
Or a B.
Or a V.
Don't be genitalia. Be a fucking human being with a brain instead of just a thing that gets fucked all the time. That's what you should try and do.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Don't let it happen. But you know what everybody should do? All your New Year's resolution needs is a little more Talking Junk Network. So remember, if you catch us live weekly, it's Friday nights, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for Talking Junk, 10:30-ish, in the break room on Saturday nights, live. But you can always catch us in the archives.
Dos Vidania.
See you later.